I've been jamming to some music. Nightmares on Wax Crush is what I've been jamming to right here. But today I'm joined by none other than the great, the powerful Pasquale
Yo, yo.
in the
Hello.
place to be.
Thank you for having
Where's
me,
my
Zeke,
fake? I
bro.
need my fake audience to be like, yeah.
Fake audience. Yeah. Filmed in front of an AI studio audience.
No, fuck it. Fuck that. We're only filming in front of them so that we can turn it back on them somehow.
For sure. For sure.
And then
Have
we're
we
gonna have
been?
that for you. Well, I think if we had an AI audience, I don't know. I'd like to sort of like blow them up
Nah,
somehow.
nah, no AI, bro. We're staying away from that.
We're not anti AI, but I feel
You're
like
anti-IA. I'm all for it. Like getting things done that you need done. But in terms of like when it's the uh, when it's the one making when
yeah,
it takes all the creativity out of whatever you're doing, that's when it's like the issue. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like,
It's like when people don't even know, like if it's a calculator. I feel like it's like if you have no idea how to even why you're doing the multiplication, uh, and you're using the calculator to just get the answer and be like, oh, look, this is the answer. If it was a maths question, I
yeah,
think the same thing is like if you lack concept or like, frame of mind, and then you just go to the AI, like you're just a product of the slop. You become like a slop monster. And there's a
yeah,
lot of slop
for sure, bro.
monsters out here now.
Nah,
I
exactly,
was
man.
even I was even dabbling in the slop monstery because
Yeah,
there,
we're
but
looking up
but I've
some
always
stuff.
come from a place where I've been inspired
Yeah,
by.
but it's different, bro. If you're like, oh, I wonder what it would look like if I did this with this, and then you can get it to generate something really quickly, and you're like, yo, that's dope. Now I'm gonna pursue it further, like in your own sense. That's
Mm-mm.
kind of like using it to your advantage. But it's
Yeah,
when it's you've got no idea of anything and you're just getting it to generate something for you.
yeah. I
That's
feel like that's
yeah,
a place to come from where like you just are you then just like you're becoming the product of the AI by doing that
yeah,
because it's like is the content that you even just put out because of it even yours? Like obviously it's you doing it, but like you've become like this covenant,
exactly, man.
or you become the arbiter, like in fucking it's like this arbiter of AI, bro. Like
Yeah,
the
he
AI
just
prophets are like
gets
go
disowned
out onto the world. Yeah,
by the
it
entire alien race, gets
it tells you
outlawed.
that the only way to fully achieve enlightenment is to go to the data center and find the weird looking plug and
Yeah,
plug
pull
yourself
that
in.
shit, bro. Yeah.
No, no, not pull it. It wants you to upload yourself
Oh
into
yeah,
it.
upload yourself. Well,
Yeah.
bro, like I had this crazy thought the other day. We'll jump into this before we get into anything else,
Okay.
bro. So the other day I was thinking, like, you know, how we're just getting robotics and like AI and everything to just make everyday life like easier and easier, right?
Yep. Yep.
Imagine like say it could even be some Black Mirror shit, bro, where like eventually one day you just don't even leave your house, you're just plugged in, playing a life that's not even you, right?
Mm.
So you're just sitting there plugged in, generating like playing the most realistic fucking like virtual reality sort of thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then like you're just getting fed and like you're just on life support on this machine. You just don't even
Right.
need to leave. You're just
And that's the
living this life.
dopamine and everything.
But what
Like,
if that is what we're actually doing right now in real life? Like we're on the spiritual plane, bro, and where we've worked out a way to sustain our soul without even needing any nutrients or nothing, and we go down into like this. And this is
and we're
the GTA or the game where you can do and achieve and live a life of anything. You know what I mean?
right because the OG world was like not that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
Bro,
don't
if
even
this
know
is the
the
game,
world, but it's just like, and now
yeah,
we're like repeating, going back into that, where we get to a point where we're like completely self-sustained, just living some random visual
completely
reality.
uploaded.
Yeah, bro, just crazy thoughts
Yeah,
off
it
the
is
bat.
crazy to think that. It is off the bat, but I feel like, if you're tuning in now, if you're tuning in later, it's things that everyone's has on their mind. I mean, the world's
Yeah,
getting Bro, the world has gotten so crazy ever since we just killed a gorilla.
Sorry, what was that?
Well, you got Optimus Prime.
Bruh, brother, I got the bikies driving past, bro.
Oh, true.
Fucking like all
That's
the
a
Uber
fucking
Eats
Optimus
cabs have
Prime.
got fucking Harleys now, bro.
Oh yeah, true,
All
true.
the Uber Eats drivers on Harleys, bro, they just come flying past. What time is it here?
Fucking
Yeah, a bit
Uber
early
Eats.
for Uber Eats. Oh,
He
it's a Sunday.
pulls up to the door. It's like, bro, where's my other burger? He's like, I ate it. You're like, okay. He's like a big biker dude. What are you gonna say against that? He's got like a shotgun like hanging from his back. He's like, I
Yeah.
ate it. You're just like, oh, okay. You give him like a tip. You're like, okay. It's crazy though, bro, because like ever since we killed that gorilla, I feel like all right, rest in peace, Harambe. The world
Yeah.
just went like
Yeah.
crazy because now even people are saying like aliens are confirmed. I just looked at this post and it said four alien species, four different species were found in like a crashed alien spaceship.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy because I don't know if I don't believe it. I'm mostly on the fence. I'm a
Yeah.
fence sitter with the aliens until someone like it's finally revealed. Like,
Yeah.
and then who
The
knows
thing
what the
is,
world's gonna say?
yeah, the thing is with that too, bro, it's like the whole world has always been like ran by like propaganda, right? So it's like, what's
Mm.
the agenda? Like, why are they telling us as aliens all of a sudden? Like,
Yeah,
it's
to
like we're
distract
getting
us
to a
or
place where the world is like becoming one unit. They want like whoever's in charge of majority of the world wants complete control, and it's like, okay, let's all join. We can take complete control because we're facing like whatever's out there now.
mm, mm. Yeah,
Like
it's
it's a very
wild.
convenient time for it to become reality when we're getting to a point where we're starting to explore, Mars and shit. Like when,
Mm.
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and people say that they've walked amongst us the whole time, and I
Mm.
was like, well, I mean, I've run into people who I feel like were aliens. We had this
I think yeah,
conversation.
we would be aliens, bro. At
We
one
could
point.
be the aliens. Or people also say that the aliens that we're finding were future humans that have come back in time to try and save part of their future, part of their reality is to like come back in time to save the reality. And then there was another theory that was oh, this is stemming from the same theory of that. But the idea was that the world got plunged into like nuclear fallout, and some people went underground, and some people went above, like stayed above ground, and so both ended up becoming like genetically mutated in the future.
Mm.
And so to come back in time, that's why we're seeing multiple species. This was explained to me by an Italian here in Milan. Okay, I was
No
like,
way, yeah.
we. I caught up with some friends, and he was like dropping this knowledge. Shout out to Ricky, bro. Shout out
Shout
Ricky
out, bro.
for dropping this alien lore. And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, there's been like an intergalactic situation going on the whole time that we've
Yeah.
just been living our ant life. And I've been like,
Well,
I mean,
well, even like it stems back from even the first people with the lost city of Atlantis and everything. Like apparently
oh yeah, yeah.
humans did live on Mars, and then they tried to do some weird experiment, bro, like where it fucked up the atmosphere of Mars and like destroyed it because there's so much remnants that it used to look like Earth and that. And then they
Mm,
basically what they did was they this experiment they tried to do is like involves like teleportation and like shifting into like different like when you tune a radio and it's
yeah,
like
it's like,
got frequencies,
you're
like
tuning in 107 point.
they try to like shift their reality into like a different frequency sort of thing, and it like went wrong, and it
Yeah.
like they had to escape to Earth, and then there's like evidence that they try, or not evidence, but like this is just a story that they
Hmm.
try to do it again here on Earth, and then that's why the lost city of Atlantis they try to do it there, like fucking just imploded, and apparently that's like, hey yo,
Mike.G.
he's joining mid story, he's gonna be confused as fuck.
He's good. He's good.
No, but yo, I'm
Doing
so I
meanwhile.
tapped in here and I heard a few things on words. I'm
Oh
looking
yeah,
how to
yeah.
change my background right now, but whatever.
We're
Hey,
talking
everyone.
aliens and all that, bro. Hello.
Yo. Okay, so we're live.
Yeah, we live.
This is a good conversation. No, I don't want to interrupt this. Let's continue. Who do we
With
have here, man?
aliens.
We got Zeke the Kid.
Zeke the Kid,
We
you
got
know what
What's
it
up,
be.
Zeke?
We got Pasquale, producer extraordinaire, the great, the powerful,
the tastemaker.
great artist, great tastemaker, great taster of great things,
That's it, bro.
well
I
traveled.
like taste.
Yeah.
Mm.
Chef, connoisseur,
Mm. Mm.
Mm. Mm.
You
artisan,
kind of,
And now
yo.
yourself.
So we're meet. So
and
Zeke and I. Wait.
and then Mike.G,
Go
of
on.
course. We got a double producer combo right here. Mike.G, another great producer, tastemaker, cultivator, somewhat of a sage, you would say as well.
Hey.
Bit of
Go.
the
So
Qui-Gon Jinn.
love, bro. Gin. Be
Qui-Gon
careful with the
Jinn.
gin. Okay, I like that
Qui-Gon.
you said seer.
Qui-Gon.
Okay.
Just
I like that
Qui-Gon.
you said seer. And let's get
Seer.
back
Why
to
do you
the
keep waiting for the
extraterrestrials,
gym?
right?
Well,
So, Zeke, bro, I appreciate you and your name,
bless.
man. We're meeting over. What's your name, bro?
Adam. My name's Adam. I go by the Pasquale.
Adam.
Yes.
So it's biblical. Adam, Michael, right?
Adam. Just Adam.
You could say that.
I mean,
You
it
could say
is.
You're
we got
Michael. You're Michael. Mike G.
biblical times.
Oh,
Michael,
And
yeah.
Luca.
And
Man.
Luca is like a saint in Christian religion. Yeah, he wrote some of the he wrote some particular passages in a biblical context. So we are all three. You could say, yeah, we are three disciples of the great, the powerful, the most powerful.
That's it.
Okay, so lots of questions to ask.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Firstly, thank you both for being here. And then there were three. Shout out Skazoodle. Shout out Zeke the Kid.
Okay.
Shout out Adam. And your handle is what?
Pasquale. The
There you
Pasquale.
go.
There you go.
Pasquale. Yo, in New York, bro, when 5-0 is rolling through, right? Like Policia. Well, some people might say Squale.
Squale.
Really?
Meaning,
Oh, Squale.
Fuck the Squale.
it's like,
Squale. Don't put a P in front of that though.
Yeah. What is that drink you've got there, bro?
True, it doesn't look
So-
like Arizona.
Nah, bro.
Yeah,
He's drinking
Arizona.
some fucking. Bro, what was that drink?
all right, let's get to a few points here. We on 3 different continents, boys. You know?
True.
So
Australia?
where are we at? You in Sydney?
Europe? Sydney?
Where? Yeah.
Maroubra. You know Maroubra?
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Where are you?
All right.
Where are
And
you
Zeke-
situated?
no one's gonna know where I'm at, bro. I'm asking.
Mike G isn't on Earth. He's not on planet Earth right now.
Bro?
Huh?
I seen that communist drink you took a sip of, bro. You're in Russia or something.
He's somewhere. He could be somewhere in Soviet Russia.
Bro, he's
No.
in like Area 51
No,
with the aliens,
I'm honest.
bro.
All right, Zeke, where you at, bro?
You know
Where
what
you
it be?
currently at?
Milan, little Italy, baby.
Hey, yo. Speaking of Luca,
I'm in
so
the
let's
big
bring it up.
skies.
When Zeke and I have these conversations on like this conversation, we touch so many different points, and then we bring it back to a center. All right. So Luca, we talk about Christianity, how it's connected, right? Adam, Michael, Luca. I got a homie, right, Zeke, named Luca, who's a fashion designer as well in Milan. You're not the only one.
What?
So there's 2 Lucas that you know, both
I don't
doing
believe that.
fashion in Milan. That's crazy.
And there's another guy called Zeke. He's out here. I saw him in
No.
the streets. Got into some
No
beef.
way.
I was like, "What are you doing in my
Did
hood,
you-
bro? This is my slice."
Yo.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, bro, okay. I'm not trying to cause any trouble." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what I said." No, there's only one Zeke. There's only one. There's only one Luca that's a fashion designer. Any other
Yo,
Luca that's
see,
a fashion designer, you're gonna get got, okay? Ain't enough
yo,
ain't enough
chill,
Yeah,
room in the
on site.
playhouse for
chill.
another Luca.
It's
I'm
on
just saying.
site.
It's it's on.
So now that I got a third Luca.
Uh-huh.
I got a third Luca who's in Brooklyn, New York. He's my youngin. He's one of my
Okay.
youngins,
Shout out to the Lucas of the world.
and he's from that part of the world. Wait a minute, not Russia. He's from not Ukraine. Where's he from? Georgia. He's from Georgia.
Georgian. There was like have any of you tried Georgian cuisine?
No.
Georgian cuisine is like really particular. It's like a mix of, I feel like, multiple cultures. And there was a Georgian place at the bus depot markets that I was a busboy at. Shout out to
Hmm.
Theo Von's new movie, Busboys. But I was a busboy at this market, and it was so interesting because there was like 7, 8 different cultures all at this market, all bringing like their thing. So you'd go to the food court and you'd smell like 7 continents at the same time, and it wasn't a good smell, okay, but it was an
Dude,
interesting
I was
smell.
like, bro, I was gonna say that's
You would
crazy.
you'd think it
That's
was, but it was like a
but it
battle of
was
the
all
senses.
merged together. It wasn't like you walk through and you're like, oh, you smell
No,
this, ooh, you smell
no,
that.
no, no. You don't get to experience one at a time because it's like it
No.
was a rectangular place. So it was like a stage and everyone
Too
is
much of a
yelling.
good thing. Too
If you
much of a good
imagine,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. If you
Not so
imagine
great.
everyone yelling at the same time, trying to like talk over each other, that's what it smelled like. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, I don't know what to smell
Anxiety,
first.
bro. You're
Because there was
fucking like
Ethiopian
senses just
cuisine.
going through anxiety. It's like
Yeah.
overstimulated.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. There's people like on the ground and shit. They like
No,
can't handle the smells. But like Ethiopian cuisine is
he's
in
so.
particular
Oh man.
so potent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
So my man Adam here just said anxiety,
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
and anxiety develops and whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes ordering food can be anxiety driven.
Right. Like if you're scared that you didn't order the right thing, or like before that even.
Well,
Like the
what
the
about
want to go in.
my missus got home yesterday and she was like, oh, I was at the drive-through, my phone was about to die, so I didn't know if I could pay for food. And there was cars behind me and I had to rush what I was ordering and I forgot to
Damn.
order something, you know?
It's like
So
defusing a bomb.
is that what you're talking about?
I mean, yo, it brings in economics, right? Right? Any food anywhere, if you ain't got the fucking to pay for it, then you ain't gonna eat.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
there
that's
is
a luxury
anxiety.
that we get. I mean, we don't have to worry about so much, which is a blessing.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that. I feel like the Western world has still, it can still be a struggle, but our ability to acquire food is easier than someone that is in a country where it's, you have to walk like at least, like you have to walk even a kilometer. Most people, I think, food is at least in the
Oh,
nearest, block.
well, look, okay. So different points here. Food is health.
It can be.
Food is
It can be the
it
opposite.
can be fair. You said kilometers,
Mm.
right? My experience tonight, multiple times today, I walked to the grocery store.
Hmm. How far would you say?
Kilometers. I mean, a mile, less than maybe a mile,
What's
maybe
what's a
less,
mile?
a
What's
little
a
bit
mile to a
less.
kilometer again? Is
Isn't
that
it
half?
Oh,
3?
come on.
Is it 3 miles? Is a kilometer, or am I just way off, bro?
Damn, I don't know.
Wait, yo.
No, is
So
miles
another.
far?
So
Miles is
we're
longer
also.
or shorter? I
I,
can't
I, I can't even
Yo.
remember.
Google
Eight
this.
mile. 8 mile is a long movie though.
So 8 miles
1
along.
kilometer is miles. Oh, 600. Well, 0.6 miles is 1 kilometer.
0.6 miles in a
Okay, so
kilometer.
there was about 3 kilometers you had to walk if you walked. You said 3 miles.
Oh, no, zero point 0.6 miles, probably about. Okay. So we're talking measurement. All right, we're going to bring it all together like we do. Production. Back to music. Music is measurement.
Wait, you were
Right?
talking about you had to walk to the supermarket on food about food before we.
Well, So yeah, so I had to walk to the market to get water and food. Okay, that's time. I had to allow the time to get there and back. Um, Music production. Let's talk this all together here. Mathematics, numbers.
Universal
As a
language.
producer, well, yes. As a producer myself, Adam producer, Zeke producer, it's in measurement, right? A drummer has to count.
I mean, yeah, you got RMS levels, you got dB levels, you got your hertz, you got everything
Mm.
when you're doing production. So, but then
Would-
there is also like it is mathematical, but then it's also like if you like something sounding a particular way, mathematically on the screen it could look right, but
Mm.
in terms of
Emotionally.
volume, you may want to like bring it up or accentuate a certain thing. It's the same with
Right.
food. You have a recipe, you got measurements, but it's always salt to taste, you know?
Yeah.
Always
There's
pepper to
always
taste.
room for artistry, I feel like, in a lot of these. I mean, in pure mathematics, in just the basic mathematics, I think there's not that level of artistry. um, in that way. Like mathematics is the purest, most I think boiled form. Like universally, there's a specific way to solve like an algorithmic equation, like the hypotenuse, calculating the hypotenuse. You don't really get like artistic in any way with that, but elements of music and design. Design is an interesting one because I think that's more mathematical than it is artistic. There is still like art in there. But then what you said with music production, it's like it follows mathematical principles. But at the same time, if everyone did that, everything would sound the same. And that's also what
Mhm.
makes some genres a genre, right? Is that music production for that genre hits in that way. So
Yeah,
it's like
like
kind of
there's
calculated.
definitely there's certain like criteria that makes a song, a hip hop song compared to like an R&B or an
Mm.
electro. You know,
Yeah, and I think I value
again,
that.
what Mike was saying, it's like drum counts and stuff like that. You know,
Mm.
where things come in different ways.
I think that's what's so interesting when someone knows how to do that, right? And then they figure out their own perspective of it. Like that's how you get like a great producer, or even just a producer. I feel like the alchemist who just consistently puts out bangers, and he's just got his like algorithm. He's like, I get up in the morning, I drink a coffee, and it's because he does those ritual things that he can make the same music. He's like,
Yeah,
I get up every morning. This time probably sets the same alarm, makes the same coffee, two sugars, whatever it is, you know. And then he's like, if I got a job, gets to the studio because repetition is like the father of consistency. I think in a way, or those two things like go hand in hand. Like you need to be consistent to achieve repetition, and you need to be repetitive, obviously, to achieve consistency in what you create. So,
hmm.
you
Okay.
know.
And you just brought a full circle there.
Mm.
See, um, consistency creates, well, repetition creates consistency.
Yeah.
And when we say it hand in hand, it becomes the same thing,
Mm.
right? If someone gets up and repetitively says when they're waking up, today is a great day, and they step out of bed, right? And then they follow through with today is a good day. They brush their teeth, good so far, right?
Hmm.
So the consistency is the pattern that allows the what's the word I'm looking for? It's discipline. We're talking about discipline
Yeah.
in
Overall,
part.
that's the principle that we're talking about. And I think it's so. What
So
I listened recently to Mike Tyson, the powerful Mike Tyson, and he was interestingly he was on a podcast, on a live podcast with Theo Vaughn, which I think everyone could go and watch. It was really interesting. But he talked about like he had a coach, he found a mentor at one stage in his life who told him that like you need to have a level of positive self-talk that is so positive that you can't possibly even think about something negative about yourself. So like Mike Tyson growing up, he had this idea that he had to just be positive, like positive self-talk, reinforcement, like that kind of stuff, because he said your subconscious, and this is true, doesn't realize that you're maybe joking around with yourself. Like when you say like, oh, that wasn't so good, like when you say it, your subconscious really hears that and believes that. So from Mike Tyson's training and what his mentor said, he said you don't even endorse that because of that reason alone. Like your
Yeah,
subconscious can't differentiate between those things when you're
yeah.
negatively
It's
self-talking
like
about yourself.
if I'm calling Cos, like I'll speak to him during the week. I'll be like, oh, it's Doomba. And he'll be at work, and he'll be like, oh, just at work, living the dream, bro. And I'll go, bro, don't even put that out into the universe, Like you're not like,
Yeah, because you'll get stuck there because you
Yeah,
convince
bro.
yourself that like, oh, this is okay, this is fine.
This
It
is the
doesn't get
dream,
better
bro.
than
Yeah.
this.
Mm.
It's
So
like I always used to say dream and a live,
I'm still
because I'm
here.
like,
I just gotta stir the stove, bro. I'm still here.
yeah, he's cooking at the same time. He's cooking it.
Bro. So,
Yeah.
yo, the subconscious and the
Yeah.
conscious. So, Adam just got up as he went to the conscious mind as he has to attend to his food, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's carnal, it's survival, it's yummy, yummy, gotta eat,
Mm-hmm.
right? Okay. The subconscious mind, like you said, Zeke, it takes everything as truth.
Mm.
If someone tells someone else, no, wait, oh, he's back. Hey, are there?
Got the mixed breed
So, or
sticker
here,
on.
we're talking about the conscious mind. What do you got there? What is that? It says Skazoodle. What does that
Oh, that's a
say?
mixed breed.
It's
Is it the
Water.
right way? It's backwards for me. Mixed breed.
it's backwards technically.
Wait, what did that say though?
The rap
Wait.
group, mixed breed.
Like, what
There
is
we
that?
go.
That's the right one.
Yeah,
What's the
mixed
sticker on
breed.
it? Let me see.
Mixed
Hey,
breed. Zeke
mixed
designed it
breed.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yo,
It's a great slap. I love that sticker.
all right. I'm gonna,
So if you walk
I'm
through
gonna, I'm
Coogee,
gonna.
you'll see them
Let's
everywhere.
continue this
Mike G,
conversation.
Sorry.
you
All
were
right.
on. Mike G was on the conscious, and he was talking about how like you have to call yourself uh to complete things, or like there's certain humanly tasks that kind of take back control, I guess, is what you were kind of on about, right, Mike?
Okay. In part,
Yeah.
and Zeke, we've had these conversations. I call them the interludes of life, right? Uh, Tying our shoelaces, brushing our teeth,
It's like a commercial.
like the things that we just have to do.
Mm.
I mean, we don't have to do them; we have free will. But
Yeah,
like
sometimes I
getting
just
out of
tuck the
bed,
laces. You ever tuck them?
whatever it is.
Sometimes I just shove them back in the
Look,
shoe.
whatever it is, bro. I mean, we've talked about Zeke about like what's it called? Like what's it called? Whatever governmental like food donations so you
Oh
can
yeah,
eat, right?
food
So
stamp.
a lot of times I've called you Zeke and you've been like, "Yo, I'm going to get
The food
the
spot.
box of food,"
Go to my pantry.
right? In Italy, yeah,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
in Australia.
In Australia as
I've
well.
I've done it in the States. It is what it is. So that's survival. Okay, it's also carnal. It's mind, body, and spirit.
Mm.
When I eat right, I feel better. My
Mm-hmm.
brain thinks better.
Of course,
I
yeah.
right, the thoughts, the actions are better. Um, we gotta get to some music talk here.
Well, I mean,
Y'all kick it off.
funnily enough, it's funny how like much music is interconnected with like food and what you consume, right? Like I don't know if you guys have seen Kodak Black, but it's weird watching like this man like just live. Just this he's an enigma
Maybe
because
out of
I'll
culture.
see him. Yo, 3 eras, like two Kodak versions ago, he was on like a healthy thing. And I feel like you see him and he's moving really like he's moving really well. And then I saw a clip of him recently. He's got the IV drip in, he's got the belly out. It just looked like, it was post performance. He looked exhausted, but he was like clearly scrolling on a reel as well. I was like, this is just like it's a total like binge of like emotion because he's got the health drip in, he's not healthy, he's probably not got the best nutrition, and he's like abusing the dopamine on the reel scroll. And I'm like, this is the real thing that can happen when you are now left to the vices to discover like what is the meaning, right? Because like he's got enough money to
Does
achieve the
he?
essentials. Well,
Right.
we could assume if he's
Okay.
walking around with the IV drip, scrolling on reels, wearing like Supreme pants, I'm gonna assume
Oh,
he
come
might.
on, man.
But
All right,
you think it might
I
be
gotta
a
chime
case
here.
that he does it?
Stop it. I gotta
Yeah,
chime
yeah,
here for a minute on a few
yeah,
points,
yeah.
okay? Um, we can get to the interconnected political. Okay. Um, that's my question. My question is
Mm.
someone, anyone, right? Any someone
Mm-hmm.
who looks healthy, what does that person look like as an example? All of
Oh,
us.
okay. I'm gonna say Chris Hemsworth.
No, no, no. Okay.
I'm
But I mean,
kidding.
all right.
It's like-
I mean, like qualities. So I'll kick it. So here, so
oh,
to
qualities.
me,
Okay.
so we'll each give a few. Like to me, someone who looks healthy, um, has bright eyes,
Mm-hmm.
right? They are able to listen. Someone who looks healthy, has good skin, right?
Yeah, we could classify that. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. That's a telltale sign. I'm gonna agree with you. Like, has good eyes. I would say
That's
definitely
like
the eyes.
there's
You
a
know.
split as well. There's like physical health and there's like mental health too.
Yeah,
So it's like
and
there might not be people who are physically look on point healthy, but their mental and the way they conduct themselves may be super healthy, the way they
yeah,
like integrate into society and, speak to other people and treat themselves and the people around them and how they're living and everything. That could be like they could be peak health, and then you could be someone who looks like, fit, healthy, can do
A1.
this and that. But they could be like, if they don't get their running today, bro, they're gonna lose their fucking mind. Like
Yeah, it's true. It,
that's
Just sat up. I just
yeah,
sat up. My spine just went up and I sat up.
yeah, but that's an
just
example. I
Ezekiel,
feel like it is if they're going to lose their mind, then their underlying condition is not healthy, and that probably is going to come through if you had a conversation with that person. um, because I think like when you're talking with someone, that's when you can understand like where they're coming from. Because can they keep like a consistent train of thought? Do they have to force words out because they feel threatened? Because there's so many different things, and I feel like so many different traumas that people are talking through a lot of the time. So a healthy person, like you said, then it does come into like this psychological as well as physiological, you know. Um, like I know lots of really fit people, but they have like acne. So something is out of place in their chain of maybe what they're doing. They got a lot of stress because acne can be brought about from stress. And yeah, there's so many layers to this thing
mm,
that we experience and then that we interact with. That's life.
yeah, it's crazy.
Sleep is like one that's always been
Sleep is a
something
big
that,
thing for
yeah, and
everyone.
as creative people, all three of us disciples, biblical disciples, are
Yeah,
involved in. But
maybe
like,
we collect sleep every now and again,
I
more than
think
I
that a
should
lot of
probably.
people,
But
right? Yeah, we dip into that, and it's like one of those things that we do that we know. One of the few things we do that I feel like we know is bad for us, among a couple other things. And it's like there's that part of us that almost allows it.
hmm,
Although recently I've been really good, at least like in denying myself like the phone usage, like from say like 10:30, sort of 11
yeah,
p.m. to at least like cut that off, and I'll find something that I can consume, whether it's something on like YouTube that's like
Yeah.
involving something I'm inspired by.
Inspiring. Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Like last night, I watched like one of the greatest stand-up comedians of all time, like
Who was it?
Andy Kaufman. If you guys have ever heard of him, Andy
Heard of-
Kaufman is this stand-up comedian, and he was a performer. If you imagine like the original Jim Carrey,
Right.
I'll search him up here as well. Yeah, this
Yeah. Throw him
guy
on.
inspired most of Jim Carrey's act, really. Like when you watch him, and he's so layered. Like I couldn't describe him if I tried. Um, like just
Oh, Kaufman,
watching
bro.
him.
Wait, yo.
Yeah,
Oh, yo, Zeke.
yeah,
Hold on. I'm glad you just brought up Kaufman. So
yeah.
logistically, like as we have our conversations, I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and I hear a
Uh-huh.
lot of loud music over here. You could probably hear it from over there. They're a little party.
Yeah.
Yo, but Kaufman, man, you said Jim Carrey, bro.
Yeah, here they are here.
True.
And Tony Clifton.
Yo.
So the thing was, Andy Kaufman invented this alternate personality who he would leave the stage, and then he would come back as this person wearing prosthetics and prostheses, things that masked his character. He'd come to the stage and invented this alternate personality who he would present, right? And people really believed that this other character of his, Tony Clifton, was a real person. So it became this weird reality where like things would mix, and to be honest, I don't think anyone, unless you were his friend, knew who the real Andy Kaufman was, because he was so like immersed in this idea of like the bit. I think it's like he like in the stand-up act, he presented this story about these tribesmen punishing the young children of the tribe in a particular way, and he would describe it as like they find the children in the woods, and then in order to punish them, they play this song. And it's like, what are you talking about? They play this song. He had these two bongo drums, and he starts going absolutely crazy on the bongos. Like I'm like, this guy can actually play bongos. But then he starts speaking in this tribal language. He's like, oh yeah, mono mono pene, mono mono pene. and
Yeah.
and he does then after the song, like he plays the performance piece, which ended up being like a song in a language that doesn't exist, and the crowd goes wild. He continues the stand up speaking in this made up language, and he's hitting punchlines in a language that doesn't exist, and people are laughing as if he's speaking English. So what he showed is how much of comedy is just rhythm. Like it's not really about if what you're saying is funny. It's
Yeah.
just, or it's not really about what you're saying. It's just about the rhythm of what you're saying it in. Because
Yeah.
he's like marakube, marakube dube, and it's like
Well,
people are just
it's
like
also
laughing at it.
you've got multiple senses. It's like Rowan Atkinson with Mr. Bean, bro. Like he says fucking
Yeah.
one word in like an entire movie or an entire episode, and it's like it's all just him, reactions and facial expressions and him making this like gibberish sounds, but you sort of can pick up what he's putting down.
Yeah, but then it's, well, I guess is his like the emotiveness and like the facial expression, and like it is like a full body performance. Because to me, I could watch Mr. Bean without audio. He didn't
what
even
about-
speak in Mr. Bean.
Yeah, literally.
Yo.
What about if you went and you
So-
watched an Italian comedian, Zeke, and you don't know a thing he's saying? Do you reckon you?
I wonder how much it would be of just like the fact the audience is laughing at the punch, and then I'd be like consumed by that feeling. It's a good question.
I want you to find an Italian comedy show, bro. That's a goal for you while you're there in Milan.
All right. All right.
All right, yo, I'm gonna throw this out there before we continue. I got a few points.
Yeah, go ahead.
Zeke, since we last spoke, the host,
Uh-huh.
I might step away for periods of time, to like, I don't know, like take care of my bladder and whatnot.
Yeah.
But let's just keep it connected, and we'll continue. Jim Carrey, Hoffman.
Yeah.
Okay, why is there a resonance between the two? They kind of look like each other.
Well, Jim Carrey did play Kaufman in the movie, but beyond that, yes.
Okay, well, why was he casted? Right. Um, who else? Mr. Bean, right? English
Mhm.
humor. Monty Python is
Monty
very.
Python.
Yeah,
It's so
Monty
I'd
slaps.
Python.
love to be spat up in the face.
It's so silly. It's silly to the point where it's like stupid, right? But it's funny. It's vulgar, but it's lightly vulgar. There you go. Oh my
I thought
god.
Monty
He
Python
goes,
was pretty vulgar.
oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, but
Isn't
is
there
it like
isn't there one
it's
where the dude's
so
like throwing up on the table? Like is in the fucking
but
restaurant?
it's intelligent, right? There's a sensibility to it
Mm.
where it's both controversial and it's he says what do you say about a certain bird? He goes like it's a French bird. It's a there it is. He goes it's a French swallow. He goes it's no, but how'd it get to England? It's so silly. I think of another one, George A. Romero, writer director, Mexican writer director. Look up George A. Romero.
It's sick.
Dawn of the Dead. There you go.
Oh, okay.
George A. I mean, Demero. Wait, Dawn of the Dead, 1970s, late 1970s. Was a pioneer in zombie production. Look
Yeah, I
up
thought he
Dawn
set
of
the
the
stage, right, for 1978. He set the stage for
Yeah,
films like that, or in the first kind of
there you go.
zombie party thriller.
I
Mm.
believe it was still Technicolor. Um, Wizard of
Yeah,
Oz, Technicolor.
yeah.
Willy Wonka. Wait, here's one. Gene Wilder.
Oh yeah, he's another one of these greats like that transcended the act of just of a performer.
There's a message that is being portrayed. Oh my god.
Yeah, almost in his character, especially of like Willy Wonka. Actually, yeah, dude, Jeremy Allen White does look like
Jeremy
Gene
Allen,
Wilder.
yeah, that's
Dude, what the
crazy.
hell? He should play
Yo,
like he should play in a biopic or something.
that's fucking crazy,
Yeah,
bro. No, I haven't seen that before. That's fucking nuts.
We should
yeah.
replace. They should replace
Wait.
Gene Wilder and put him in the bear.
Wait.
Put Gene Wilder in the
Bro,
bear.
yeah,
Crazy.
bro, and the fucking restaurant's called Wonka, bro. You go in, you have like a fucking
It's like, and then me-
3 Michelin star culinary experience of different chocolates, different lollies and shit.
what are you
Um,
thinking, Mike.G?
no, this is crazy. Gene Wilder classic. The
That one
cat, the
there,
other
bro.
cat they put him next to. Wait,
I
this
don't,
is crazy, bro. Some
I don't,
shit.
I don't
The
want to
cat
keep
they put him
shooting.
next. Wait, hold on. The cat they put him next to, right?
Yeah,
What's the Philly show?
the bear.
Shit. They had Danny DeVito in there. What's the
Danny
show he's in?
Danny DeVito.
Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah. You're talking about the old, yeah.
Always Sunny, not Always Sunny Philadelphia is Danny DeVito. What's the one that he's in?
No,
He's in like a
Who's Jeremy
disruptive
Allen
family. What's the
Um,
show he's in? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do I forget the name?
His
It's literally
sister, right? Like take care of the family. What's there?
It's like one word, isn't it?
It's
Oh my
always
god,
on
that
my
show.
mind. It's literally always on my mind.
He has a
Scrubs?
brother. Nah, fuck's the
No,
name
no,
of
no.
it. There's the one where he's the chef too. Yeah. But
Well,
what's
the
the other
bear,
one?
but the one before that, Shameless.
Shameless, yeah.
Shameless, bro.
Yeah.
So let's connect it. All right, I'll put it here. Some of the most talented, influential people, so to say, in the world throughout history came from very abusive, very traumatic, very tumultuous backgrounds, right? Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson seems like he's at peace since the ayahuasca. Okay.
Yeah, you could say
But
that.
came from the streets of Brooklyn, bro. Came from the bricks and the blood of Brooklyn, but never wanted to be a fighter. Right? He had to adapt to his environment. And became one of the best boxers of all time. Shout out Mike Tyson.
Shout out Mike
Yeah, shout out
Tyson. But
Mike Tyson. Shout out Mike
I
Tyson,
do
bro.
I do believe though he said that he was always interested in one thing that's interesting is that he said he was always interested in performing. Like he always, if his mom's friends were around, he would always be interested in like performing in some way, and in that way, like being a performer, being like this magnetic personality. He said that he was always attracted to the kings of boxing. When he was a younger child. Um, and then, I mean, from the age of 12, like he found his mentor who told him you're going to be the best champion heavyweight of all time. Like in the history of, you're going to be the best. So imagine being 12 and being like told that. I feel like you destined for greatness in that way, you know? Um,
I believe that Tyson. I'm gonna step away and take care of my biology.
They did him dirty on this. Look what they did before.
With the Atlas chat,
Got the chaps. Yeah, yeah. There was that weird
That's
moment
crazy.
where he was.
It's like when Master Shifu told Tigress when she was a kid, "You're gonna be the Dragon Warrior," and then like, oh no, fucking not Tigress. What's his name? Fuck it,
What is his name? Oh, literally the panda, the
yeah.
Dragon Warrior.
The Dragon
You're gonna
Warrior.
be
Nah,
the
and he turns
Dragon
evil.
Who is that fucking guy?
Tai Lung.
Oh yeah,
He tells Tai Lung when
dude, you
he's a
got the
kid.
names on lock, bro. How do you even remember that?
But Tai
Tyler.
Lung
Oh,
is one
this
of the
guy.
greatest Disney villains of all time, bro.
That is true. This guy,
Greatest
when you're a
cartoon
kid,
villain.
yeah. When you're a
Bruh,
kid, there's nothing
he's
that
a
felt
full
like
gangster,
pure
bro.
evil. Yeah. You were just like, Disney's so good at that. Hey, Disney is like the best at creating like a pure villain. You're just like,
Yeah,
there's no doubt about him. He's a villain. But then they always kind of turn it at the end because they did this though, where like you figure out his
he was
backstory
a
and you're
kid.
like,
Yeah.
I kind of feel
That's
bad
when he
for
told
you.
him, bro, you're gonna be the Dragon Warrior, and then
Yeah.
and Master
And then he
Uwe's
gets
not. No,
corrupt.
he's not,
Yeah.
and he burns it.
Yeah. And then he gets vengeful. See, vengeance is that. He gets vengeful, he gets jealous.
Man.
Who's the other?
So many points here.
Sorry,
Wait,
bro.
yo,
I just
I'm gonna ask
went through
Zeke, bro.
2 minutes. He comes back. He's like, "Bro, what? How did we get here?"
Wait,
No, Master.
so fucking crazy. No, but it connects. Yo, check
Master
it out.
Uruguay.
So I'm gonna make a few points here and then a request.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that you're able to pull this up on like internet stuff here. All right. So this all connects, bro. You're talking about the villain, right? Joker. I'll make a few points. Is Joker the villain? Is Batman the villain? Is Bruce Wayne the villain? Is what lives inside of Bruce Wayne as an orphan child whose parents got capped a villain? Is the Joker a villain for? There you go. Yeah, classic, man.
But it's a good question, bro. It's because it's true. I feel like the Dark Knight explores that, like the movies, in a way where it's like it's kind of paradoxical. I think the
It's exactly. Wait, I'm gonna make a few points because I'm gonna smoke a cigarette. Logistics. I'll make a few points and speak on it. I'm gonna ask you to look up a few things too. So, Dark Knight. So look, to be the hero long enough to become the villain. All right. Batman is an idea. Batman is a vision. Batman is a symbol. That's the point. It's a symbol. Batman.
Symbol of
He
hope.
doesn't want to be known or is not to be known as Bruce Wayne. He's not to be known even as Batman. He's a message. He's a message.
Yeah,
And so
right.
is the Joker.
What does he say? He's
So
like,
the
"I am
Joker.
darkness."
There you go. But the White Knight, right? And tell me it ain't biblical, man. The black horses and the white horses and Revelation. He's making a point. right? And he's also doing good. Bruce Wayne as Batman is doing a positive thing for his community in Gotham. He is going at long withstanding corrupt communities, judges, street criminals, right? Lunatics, so to say. The Joker is in a way doing the same thing. The Joker is burning a huge amount of money. He's lighting it on fire. It doesn't matter. The Joker is doing criminal acts with a message, hence burning the money. Why rob a bank if you're going to just burn the money? What does that
It's
mean?
true. You could almost say, I guess, the Joker is the Batman if it was totally, if total morals were thrown out, because the Joker, he doesn't care if innocence. He doesn't care about innocent. The innocent people are just in his way
Yeah.
of
Like-
achieving what he wants. But the Batman is going to save. He's like, he's like going to save innocent people as well. When he can.
So there's the morality.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So what does that mean, a morality? Here's a point. Here's a scene in The Dark Knight where, okay, the southeast corner, Bruce Wayne, as a man, went to the southeast corner and was trained by monks, a very specific order. Okay. What's his name? Yeah, okay.
Ra's al Ghul, right?
There you go. So I'm bringing to point. At the end of a certain film, they're on a subway in Gotham, and the subway's going to go off. The subway's going to crash down. Everyone in it could perish, right? And he says to Bruce Wayne, he says actually to Bruce Wayne, not to, yeah, he is. He says not to Bruce Wayne. No, he says to Bruce Wayne, not Batman. He knows who he is. He says, so are you going to kill me? And he says, no. He said, I don't have to kill you, but I don't have to, what is it? I don't have to save you. He said, I don't have to kill you, but I won't save you.
Yeah. That was, were they fighting in that? It wasn't this is the training scene, but that scene is like when he finds him, right? And he's like,
they're in Gotham. They come back to avenge their temple that was burnt down. Bruce Wayne burns down their temple. Yeah. So who's the villain, bro, in all of this? We're talking about morality.
yeah, because you think
Bruce
about
Wayne
like,
is
if the Joker, like, I get what you're saying. If the Joker was more on like that Robin Hood thing where he was like, say, robbing the rich and the corrupt and then giving back, but he's like kind of not. He's just there to create chaos in general. It's not like and then same with like him blowing up hospitals and that. And then he's also going after like, so it's like both sides. It's like he's like kind of saying that no one is safe, but everyone is safe. You know what I mean? You just
so that's
kind of
this
just
is the again.
it's more of like a game, like a mental.
Yeah, he's the ultimate antagonist to Batman. Like Batman is as much a hero as the Joker is the antagonist to because
well,
isn't it
the hero's the villain, the villain's the hero. Here's the point. I'm gonna make it very
they're
simple.
in a relationship. But isn't
they're in a relationship? Yo, evil is in a relationship with good. And evil. We say good and evil.
Right.
Like
Biblical,
when Batman
right?
could have
Biblical.
ran him over with the bike, and he's like, "Fuck!" He's like, "Hit me, hit me!" And he doesn't run him over. You know, Batman's
because
just like
Batman needs the Joker and the Joker needs Batman. There's one scene where in the comics actually where they have Batman captured and one of Joker's goons takes off Batman's mask in front of Joker and Joker kills the goon outright. And he's like, "No, you idiot." He's like part of the reason we even have this thing is cuz he's Batman. And he was like, when the mask comes off, the Joker's like, Batman is Bruce Wayne. He's almost like disappointed at the fact that such a heroic man is really just Bruce Wayne. So he kills the goon and he's like, "You idiot, like you imbecile, like you ruined my experience," because he's so crazy that like this whole thing, him being the antagonist, is part of who he is. So if it's revealed that it's just Bruce Wayne, it's like, well, the charade is over. It's almost like he's just a guy now. He's not like this magical thing. And it's funny because I think we do that a lot in life
Okay. I'm
as
I'm gonna
well.
bring it. I'm gonna bring it to a few different points. And I
Mm.
excuse me if I'm kind of getting to point here. I do
Hmm.
want to just sit and smoke a cigarette and then listen.
Yeah, yeah.
So the paradoxical here. Who's the villain? Who's the hero? Right? Intention. Okay. Bruce Wayne's intention is what? To avenge who? His parents? To avenge Gotham?
Mm.
Or to avenge himself? His own pain, his own "you suck my parents" type shit, right? Right? The Joker, where'd he come from? No one really knows where he came from, but he got it across his face.
Yeah.
He says in a certain scene, he said, "Want to know how I got these scars?" Right?
Yeah, it
Always,
does.
he said his father was a fiend, his mother was a hooker type shit, right?
I
Yeah,
guess, wait,
makes up a different
in
story every time you tell someone.
right. But in the
Every time.
Joker film, the one that came out in 2018, wasn't it? We did learn about some of his backstory, right? We learned about, like, he grew up in an abusive household. Um, he was this character, like, he just wanted to be he wanted to feel like he was doing good, but he didn't know what good was. He didn't know, like, how he didn't know what true good was. So he just, when he murders the game show host, it was just like he couldn't, I think he wasn't mentally healthy in a way where he could even articulate what is true good, what is true evil. So therefore he just
Okay,
became this,
so
like,
we have to ask certain questions.
right.
What is true good? What is true evil? And there are certain activities, certain uh, things that people have done and do in life that
Mm.
we can mostly all agree on are not good, right?
Yeah.
Um, hurting children, not good.
Yeah.
Hurting women, not good.
Yeah.
Um, hurting innocent people, not good.
Not good.
That's just somewhere level there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are like ultimate
Um,
depictions of absolute not good.
okay, absolutes.
Yeah.
Um, Bruce Wayne, right? Okay. Batman, simple.
Mm.
Um,
But maybe not absolute good. I don't think Batman's absolute good, It's like
then
there's
who is
darkness.
absolute good? Who's a
Yeah.
saint?
Peak
Who
Superman.
is perfection?
Peak
So that,
Superman
that
was
that's
absolute
what
good.
they show in the
Is
movie
he?
as well.
Is he?
They show that there is no true absolute good. They need to create an ideology of this absolute good. That's why
Right.
when what's his name, the politician, the two-faced guy who burns half his face, and they're
Oh,
like,
literally Two-Face.
yeah, 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 at the end, and they're like, let's not, Harvey
Oh,
Dent. They're like,
he's
let's
the
not
white.
say that he was the one going around killing everyone and doing this shit. Let's say Batman did it, and then let's keep the light shone on this someone who can be a true, aspiring person, someone
Mm.
who can be a beacon of light, because at the end of the day, there
And
is
that's
no actual person. It's just an ideology, something that. But yeah,
Right, because everyone maybe is capable of, or everyone is capable of absolute evil and capable of absolute good. So,
we must ask again, what is absolute good and what is absolute evil? Okay, I'm gonna bring it to a certain point and then I'm gonna step and smoke this.
yeah,
Jesus Christ, his actual name, Yeshua, that was
yeah,
his name.
that was
Yash
his
or is
name.
his name Yeshua? Okay, biblically, Aramaic, Hebrew, Greek, Latin, the games, bro. His name is Yeshua. Okay, was Jesus Christ peaceful? I believe so. Bro, that's what's his name, bro? Stop. Like Willem Dafoe. Willem Dafoe, man. Stop it. Bro. You see how it connects, bro? Why do all the Marvel movies have a connection between good and evil? Why does the Bible have good and evil? Why does the
Well,
Quran have good and
almost
evil?
good and evil is like good and evil is biblical. It's like the most basic conflict that everyone can resonate with. So it makes sense it found its way into the
Mm.
main plot of, and the main consensus of what makes a good movie, right? Is this idea of good and evil, like
Well, you
good
use the word
triumphing.
you use the
It's
word
just polarity, right?
protagonist. It's polarity because
Yeah.
I'm gonna speak it. I'm gonna smoke this so I can chill out. But and that's some hip hop shit. But see, protagonist, CEO, protagonist. Good and evil, light and dark, right and wrong, up and down, as below, so above, right? As
Mm.
below, so above. The Druids, man, Hollywood. Check it out. Um, Stick to point. This polarity is developed, is ordained within a certain realm, right? In the third dimension, they're gonna love me for this, man. And Zeke, give me a minute. Come on. This table is hard. If I punch
Mm.
this table really hard with my hands, I'm gonna hurt my hands. Possibly, potentially. I might break the table. Possibly, potentially. Because it's matter to matter. Okay. Jesus Christ, we'll get to a point here. And for me and the listeners, I am a very stern, strong believer in the Most High. Say God, love, Allah. Okay. Jesus Christ, Yeshua, biblically also within the Quran, they hold him as a high prophet. We know. Was Jesus Christ, was Yeshua a rollover? Meaning, was he a punk? No. Was he peaceful? I would say yes. Did he stir up controversy? Controversy within that time?
Mm.
Absolutely. The Roman Empire was a political party. The Pharisee, a political party. So two political parties came together and decided that it was convenient to get rid of him.
Mm.
However you want to say that, okay?
To unalive
And
him.
thus, well, okay, for the internet. Thus, what happened? Christianity, Catholicism, many different categories, subsects of Christianity and Catholicism. So, and Islam, okay? And love to the good people of the world. I'm not here to knock different belief systems or religions or races, okay, or nationalities. I'm just here to say love, okay? So he was this individual, this entity that was sent to do what? He was the what? He was a prophet.
Hmm.
He was a man. He was in flesh and bone. Some say he's the son of God. Some say he is God. So who is he? Right? Again, Islam, he saw it as a high prophet. Christianity, Catholicism, he is God. He's the son of God. Okay. He is the light. I am the light. I am the truth. What does that
I think
mean?
it's interesting, like, he is become like a point of, just such a strong point of reflection for everything. Like, when it comes from, not
Yeah.
only the story, but then just like genres and things like that, is like he's like the one true icon amongst, maybe, at least in Christianity, and people who are devout to him, that still to this day is someone that's relevant. You know.
Okay. 2 points here. Firstly, be careful with the word icon. Okay. When people get a certain award, I go like this, like that. Whatever it is, bro, like a golden statue, see,
Yeah,
is an icon. Is an icon.
that's true,
They
but that's
say,
what we apply to it nowadays, which I guess is,
uh,
is what it is.
nowadays, but where to come from, bro? So I gotta be careful with certain things I
Yeah.
say here. Hi. Let's make a certain point. I'm gonna make a request here. Okay. I'm gonna go smoke
What's your
this.
request? Yeah, you said
While I go do this.
you wanted us to bring up something.
Okay, actually, let's start here. I want to look up every one of ours. When I tell people to Google me, I mean it. So type this in, Zeke, each of ours. Go on.
You want me to? Okay, I'm not. I don't use
Type
Google
into
though, but
Google, type into Google.
I don't use
The
Google, but
number,
we can try.
oh, whatever you're on, search engine. Oh, smart.
Yeah, yeah.
The number 4,
4.
no spaces, EYEAM. He knows.
Let's check
Come
it
on.
out.
Let's see what it says.
4 a.m.
Wait,
right
shut
here.
up.
Yeah, you'd probably
No, but
notice
what does it come up
nothing
as?
comes up on
Wait,
Google
what
Images.
search engine are you on? No shit.
Well, I mean, you do come up here nicely, which is on
But what search
YouTube,
engine is that?
YouTube, Instagram. What am I using? Start page. It is a Chrome browser, but it negates any sort of the Google searches because Chrome is compromised. So I don't use Google Chrome.
Can you do this? Can we do this? I'm gonna go do this. Look up each of ours, myself, Zeke, and Adam. Just show everyone our YouTubes or our Instagrams.
Oh yeah.
We can start
I
with
mean,
YouTube or whatever works,
Pasquale is kind of
just
low
so we can
key.
show everyone who we are.
Okay. What
Give the
Pasquale?
people a
What
bit
would you
more.
what would you like consider searching? What can we see? What will come up
Probably
if I search it?
Instagram.
Yeah. What if I do like the
YouTube, I don't
Pasquale?
really have anything. Yeah, do the Pasquale. See if anything comes up.
De Pasquale boutique, bro.
Pasquale's page.
You got a
Crazy.
boutique.
Whoa, bro.
Damn.
Is that you? Yo, Adam, that's you?
Nah.
Dude.
That's me, bro.
Well, what is it?
That's if you shave the beard, actually you're a top model. You are a top model. No. Well, you got here this is you, right? Is this your Instagram page? No.
That's not mine. The Pasquale page.
There's a lot of bro, Pasquale is a really
especially it's just the Pasquale.
Pasquale.
Maybe you did space.
The
that.
space Pasquale.
You probably have to add
Yo,
Instagram.
Nikki.
Come
Yo,
on.
logistics.
Weird.
Logistics.
We're
Do a
legitimately
favor.
speaking
Do a favor.
logistics.
Do a favor. 3 times. Do a favor.
We're
Go
asking
to
you
YouTube.
live on the show to do a
Go-
favor. What are we on?
Go to YouTube.
Go to YouTube.
Hey, I'm just gonna go get a charger. I'll be back.
Yeah. Type C or type Lightning?
Go to YouTube real quick.
The light.
All right.
Lightning.
Okay.
He's on the OG.
Get it.
Okay.
So while we're on YouTube, search two pages here. Type in 4IAM. You know what it is.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna come up, right?
All right. So and go to like the actual channel, please.
Okay. Here we are.
All right. All right. So to everyone listening and onward here and communal,
You just take me to your
4EYEAM.
channel right here.
4IAM. This is my channel, bro. This is my company.
Okay.
This is my
Okay.
love.
I'll give you an elevator pitch that you can explain to people your channel because we're not here to discuss this really.
Okay.
I'll give you an elevator pitch.
You want me to, oh, you don't want the pitches. All right, just shout out for EYEAM. This is my YouTube channel, also on Instagram and TikTok, where I am displays truth, love, concerts, music videos, testimonies, my own and others. See, the kid is on there. Scott Zoodle is on there.
We at it.
Shout out
Speaks
to
to
Shout out SK.
shout out
Dude,
to
man.
Zoodle.
Shout out SK.
SK,
You
Milan,
know,
LA.
Hey yo,
NYC.
New York, baby, Brooklyn.
New York,
what's up,
baby,
poppin'?
represent. Bushwick.
Yo, you spent time in Bushwick, my boy.
I love
See?
Bushwick, bro. I really love Bushwick.
You do, Zeke. You do. Nah, everything you like said to me is like so.
I'm a Bushwick. I'm definitely felt like I had lived there in another life. But for those of you that don't know who I am, you can go there, check out the
Bushwick's
channel,
tight,
check out the page.
In Brooklyn.
Bushwick was lovely, bro. I had the best eggplant sub that I've ever had in my life in Bushwick.
I love melanzane, bro.
Oh my god, it was a melanzane sub. I thanked the guy before I even got the sandwich. I didn't even get the sandwich home before it started to like all the juices, all the life juice started leaking out of the sandwich. I was like, had to sit at the park, and I just sat at this park and just enjoyed the sandwich, and it was just like it was such a
You were just
magical
doing that,
experience.
listening to Action Bronson, and
Oh
just
my god, I didn't have him playing, but he was in my head. It's sitting at the park
The
eating a
melon sub's
melanzana
so
sandwich.
crazy. I finished it before I even got home.
I opened the
Yeah.
sandwich and I was full. I was like, "What happened?"
Yo, but
Paid.
dog, like to me, bro, I'm a New Yorker, bro. Like
Uh-huh.
let's just like level also shit here and now. Okay. People read energy. We gather who someone is like through what they tell us or what they perceive as, whatever.
Yeah,
I am New York, doggy. Yeah, I am New York. Check it out.
that's
So
true.
shout
That's
out
how.
Bushwick, man. Shout out Bushwick. Shout out Brooklyn. Shout out got an ETV. What up, Pete? That one. Sub. You know, for the ones that I love. New York for
Yes.
me
Yeah, man.
is, and I'm here to speak for the world, okay? But New York for me is, look, it's in my blood. My grandparents, my great grandparents, right? It's in my blood, dog. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's true. It's
Bronx, New
true.
York, man. I mean, come on.
New York is just like a city in that way. Like it's like it injects you with the culture, and you become like this living, breathing thing. No matter where you go, it's like it's something that's like with you at all times. It's like a principal way of living life is to be a New Yorker, and I think that there's no more at home of a feeling than a New Yorker who goes back to New York after some time away. It's like I can imagine that feeling, it's like being home in a place that's so large, it's like bigger than your house. It's just like a cultural phenomenon in a way. And I love
Well,
that
look,
about New York.
yo, but let's transcend it. I can speak New York on and on here. Look, Milan, right, is a major city within Italy,
Hmm.
within a certain right political, economical. Okay, uh, Osaka. There you go. Different part of the world. Osaka,
Yeah.
Japan.
You've been there, right, Pasquale?
Right.
Where have you been in
Yeah,
Japan?
I was there last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Osaka.
Wait, yo, Adam, you've
Tight.
been? You've been?
Yes.
Osaka?
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your take on the cultural of Osaka? What was
I
your
feel like
experience?
Osaka. uh, It was very touristy. It was actually quite dirty compared
Oh,
to the rest of Japan. Even though Tokyo was touristy as well, right? It was just super clean. There was also a lot of people living in that city experiencing the everyday things that tourists also experience
Right.
as the people who live there. Whereas I think Osaka was very much like touristy nightclubs, touristy
Okay.
like
So
food,
places
touristy.
existed just to get tourists rather than like existing and tourists go there. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah, most definitely. Anyway, that's where I found it as a lot of the time, like
interesting.
designated shopping. It might have just been because I was in the touristy area too. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Um, but I mean, even being in like the most touristy areas in Tokyo felt a lot
Mm.
different than Osaka. Osaka
It
was
just looks so beautiful.
Osaka was actually surprisingly really dirty, which is like the main reason why I'm like it wasn't as looked after.
Yeah,
So that's
because I
tourist for
mean,
sure. That's not
Japan
the
is
local bro. That's the
right.
tourist for sure. You know.
Yeah, because
so
Um,
couple
Japan.
points, couple points.
Mhm.
Yo, Japan, yo, but so again, we're talking this commonality internationally, things that are the same, things that are different, okay, by historical reason, by cultural reason, by language, okay. To me, New York City is the filthiest place, bro. I mean,
It's pretty.
filthy,
It's
bro.
pretty dirty.
Like
It's pretty dirty.
disgusting. And I'm talking like you're in Midtown, bro. Okay. People are spending whatever amount of money. They're grandfathered in. They have like rent controlled spots, whatever. And it's $1 million apartments that, and they walk outside and there's trash. There's
Yeah,
garbage.
yeah.
It's disgusting,
hmm.
bro.
It's
That.
real like it
You
like that. It's like
know,
New York. New York, I feel like is not hiding anything. Like when I walked to Central Park, like I saw all the shades of gray. Like I saw like you see the high rises and then you see the very lows. Like I see like the rats running through the streets, and then I'm interacting with like I remember like going into this art gallery, and it's like a super avant-garde like art gallery. They had this like huge chrome, like a huge life-size chrome Spider-Man, which I'm like, I don't know how much that thing would have like it's 70K at least, I feel like plus. My God, it was a huge chrome Spider-Man. But they had a lot of like New York styled alternative art, like really intricately styled paintings using like different artistic methods. But the thing was, in this art gallery was this cat, like this street cat, like, you know, just like he was clearly like whatever, like his living situation, but like, you know, in that way, you could say like someone on the line, borderline. Anyway, we like struck a conversation, and he started talking to me about New York and like its history, and um, it was just hilarious because I feel like he was the kind of guy, like he was walking through the gallery, and the gallery owner was like kind of like doing the looks over at him because he's like a
Who
suspect.
is this guy? Yeah, yeah. What's he
Yeah,
doing here?
he was suspect. Like, to be honest, I was like, what is this guy even doing in here? You look like you're trying to come in to steal the art. Um, but anyway, he was actually just kind of you know, that's the funny thing about art. You don't need to be like a super intellectual high IQ to appreciate it.
No.
You know?
When
So, mhm.
yeah. Well, art again is subjective, bro.
Totally. And that's kind of some of the things that he was talking about. I wish I could find it, but I have a picture. We leave the gallery, and hey yo, hey yo, you want to see me? You want to see me? You know how many push-ups I can do? I'm like, I don't know, maybe like 25. He's like, yeah, yo, let me show you how many push-ups I can do. I was like, okay, well, you're gonna do these push-ups.
You just start walking away.
I challenged him. I was like, all right, no. I was like, let's find a spot for you to do these push-ups, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm here for it. He like at the front of this like it was like a Trump Tower looking building, if you imagine the front of it, you know, doorman. He's like
Yeah.
busting out push-ups on the ground. I'm like, what is this guy doing, bro? Oh my God, I find the craziest people. But I gave him a skazoodle beanie, and to him it was like, dude, he's like, what? He's like, you're giving me this? He was like, no, I can't take this, dog. And I was like, no, I'm seriously, like, have it, bro. Like, you know, I mean, I have them out here. I came out to New York, and that was my thing. You know, I really wanted to bring skazoodle to the streets. And I mean, we just connected in this gallery, bro. You did 25 push-ups, 20,
Yeah.
20 22.
Imagine him back like fucking kicking it with the homies, like just rocking that beanie. They're like, bro, where'd you get that beanie from?
Yeah. Yeah. And he really did, like, he put it on straight away. And, you know, I kept walking ahead. Like, I was like, okay, I'll like see you later, my guy. And then he had crossed the road, and he was going to Central Park, was on my left. And he's like, Zeke, like, he's like, as a goodbye.
Yeah.
You know? He was a funny character, and I feel like you missed the chance. Like, rich people, when they get like to the ultra millionaire billionaires, like, I think they become so alien, you know, in that way. They stop forgetting that like people like that are even human, because they're like, oh, they're not worth my time and this and
Yeah.
that. But like, you miss so much of real human
And
interaction at that level, and it
yeah,
happens at that level.
Whoa,
the
we
sad
just
thing
touched
is,
on a
bro,
lot
it's
of
like
points there.
that's the type of thing that everyday people like you and me, the worker man, bro, experience, whether it's food, whether it's fashion, whether it's whatever. And then the rich people sort of like find out what's pop, like, but it's just how people live their everyday life. And they're like, oh, that's cool. Let's make it cool. And then all of a sudden now you're like, your street and your like worker wear, everyday wear is now fucking thousands of dollars because like some
Yeah.
rich designer saw it. And then
Yeah,
even the same with like
you can-
culinary and like all aspects, you know.
Culinary as well, I
Because
guess,
they're not,
Katz's Deli.
they go, oh, this is what people are enjoying because it's obviously enjoyable,
So,
but they can't enjoy that sort of thing.
Yeah, like Katz's Deli. I feel like that's been a point in New York culture where it's like
Yeah.
people were like, "Why are you paying so much for a sandwich?" And now like Action Bronson just performed there. What's the extra dollar
Yeah.
tax on the sandwich? I wonder from an artist performing there. So
Yeah, and I mean that would have
as a,
been when it first opened. Worker man, like getting their fucking their meat sandwich. What do they got in there? Fucking pastrami sandwich or
They're gonna
whatever.
have
yo, but
pastrami,
here's
baby.
the point. Here's a point. Whoa. All right, we're gonna sum it up right here with a question.
You don't need to sum it up. We can
Whoa.
just you can just come in. You can
Hold
just join in.
on. All right. So here's a question. Okay. What gives something worth? What in life makes someone rich? What in life makes someone poor?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what people would normally typically think, rich, money, maybe a lot of money, whatever that means. Okay. Poor, maybe no money, maybe a little bit of money, maybe homeless. I don't like that term, but okay.
Okay.
Here's something. Yeshua. To be rich in spirit, meaning someone who has very little money, but might be on the streets. As I've met these people, I've been these people, I am these people. Okay, let's just be clear. I've slept in the cold. Come on, what? We're gonna get food. Come on, we know what it is. So rich in spirit, and I've met these people internationally, where they're very peaceful, very at peace people, very happy, as their smile would say. Very positive people, very optimistic people, very, so to say, God fearing people. The strongest of God's fearing people are people that are on the streets, people that are know what hunger is, know what starvation is, know what war and pain is. Very God focused people. And on the other side, polarity, people who have a lot of money might be very believing in God, believing in kindness, exhibiting, because there's the word, the action of philanthropy and sharing and loving the world and the people in the world, animals, nature. And then there are people who have a lot of money, millions, billions of dollars, whatever that means, right, in currency, that are miserable.
Yeah.
That are miserable. Their kids hate them. They hate their kids. They hate their fucking 5X wives and their 5X husbands. And their lives are so
And
turned upside down because of their own actions.
Yeah, money not
Money.
making a man, right?
you can bring that back to health. Who's healthier?
Yeah, sometimes it's that person that's just in the middle. You know, I mean, from a mental side, sometimes it's the people with less, like, because less is more, in my opinion. So
More money, more
Okay.
problems.
they do say that.
Okay.
We do
Yeah,
say
that's
that in hip hop. There's a reason why they
Well, it's
say that.
Biggie Smalls, bro. You
Biggie
shout out
Smalls.
big, man. You
Shout
know,
out
shout out
B.I.G..
Notorious B.I.G., man. Shout out Christopher Wallace, man. Shout out Brooklyn, New York, man.
I think these are unhealthy people that found themselves in a situation to make a lot of money, and so they never focused on how they could think in a healthier way. But and then in the other ways, you know, there are healthy people that have then, you know, started with health and then found themselves in a place where they have a cumulative wealth in that way. There's some people who developed and grew. I feel like Cat Williams is someone who in my mind is, you know, began in Hollywood and in stardom, and then especially now in recent years has become this character where he's outspoken but not in a pretentious way. You know, if he's very composed
So
and
different clarifications. Let's just different clarifications. Hollywood. We're gonna start talking history and the Druids and magical, right, and all that spell work.
Pasquale is
What's
going
up?
for a smoke break.
But yo, did Cat Williams? Shout out Cat. Did Cat Williams begin in Hollywood? Cat Williams, man, was a baby.
Well, yeah, no,
You
he
know,
wasn't a
I
child
mean,
actor, so you wouldn't say he
well,
began in
everyone,
Hollywood.
all of us, bro, everyone was a baby, a little baby,
Yeah, we were all little
right?
babies. We were
Look
all
at
just
here.
100% vulnerable.
We're and are we always to a point? Okay,
Babies
my words. Well, look,
in the
do
reflection.
I For me, 4YEAM, shout out. Do I admire Cat Williams? Yes. Shout out Cat.
It's got some endearing qualities, right?
He has endearing qualities. He speak truth? What is truth? I believe well, Cat's funny, bro. He's an
Oh,
entertainer.
well, that's where he comes from. Yeah, a comedic
That's who,
backbone.
but that's who he is, bro. I mean,
You
he's a
know, he,
stand-up comic,
You know, he
bro.
had stand-up bits in GTA San Andreas. I watched on YouTube. He had stand-up in GTA. You could go to like a stand-up nightclub, and it was literally Cat Williams' like performances in GTA. They got his character, and he's like doing the hand movements, and he's all in his GTA mode, and like they were funny bits, and I was like, it's hilarious to see him like do that because I was like, what a crazy also moment in a creative's life where I think that's the best thing about art is that you know if you're in the pocket like and you just say yes to the right things and you're vulnerable in that way enough to be like to take on a challenge like art puts you in such a magical place like to work with so many different people and um it's something that I've been shown being able to come here and that's what music does and that's what just I mean art is a term. Art allows you to connect with people who you've never even thought about, but you find yourself in that room because talent finds talent. And
Well,
there's no mask for talent. I think it's not applied to that way.
okay, there's no mask for true talent.
Yeah, true
Okay.
talent. There is
Ta-
masks though, yeah.
Talent can be
I guess
manipulated, can be
sometimes talent is
um,
a mask.
yeah, okay. I mean, this is a whole other series of topics.
Yeah.
Auto tune, my boy.
Oh
Auto
yeah.
tune.
True, but you need to know how to do it, right? How to get that, how to, like the people who like Juice World use auto tune a lot, but Juice was
So,
just
I
he
mean,
knew how to use it as an instrument.
dog, shout out Juice, man. Shout out Juice, man. Rest in power. Shout
Yeah.
out Juice World. Why won't they sell the mansion?
Why
Come
won't they
on.
sell the mansion?
That's a whole other topic.
999,
Yeah.
baby.
Yo, the universe just told me to shut the fuck up.
999. Don't
Shout
turn
Okay, my
out
those
shit
Juice.
just
upside
fell
down though.
over, and the universe told me
Don't
to
turn them
shut the
upside
Shout
fuck
out
down,
up.
Juice.
Pasquale.
No, the universe told me to shut up.
No,
All right,
Yeah.
point
shout
here,
out Juice.
point.
Shout out Juice, baby.
Point, shout out, Juice.
Spilt
All right,
milk
check it
is
out.
still the
Shout out
I
my
greatest.
mean,
bro
I'm gonna
JK.
say, all right, yo, 120 seconds. That's 2 minutes. I'm gonna speak it. 4EY, yeah. Who, as a man, as a soul and a spirit, Michael, I can only be concerned and intentional with my day to day actions, my day to day words that I say, my day to day input, meaning YouTube, meaning a book, meaning people that I keep around me, people I communicate with. Um, I choose to remain grateful, and I hope that everyone listening on this podcast live, internationally, in Australia, in Italy, in
Wherever you are in the
where am I?
universe,
Where am I?
if
In New
you're an
York. I'm not. I'm
extraterrestrial.
not in New York, but anywhere, bro. In Osaka. My people in Osaka. Shout out Palm. We'll speak about Palm. Love you, bro. We have to remain positive, right? How do people withstand challenges in life,
Hmm.
abuse, whatever it is? We decide to withstand it. We decide to move forward. And I'm speaking to y'all as I'm speaking to myself. It's a decision. It's a mindset. We talk about discipline, Zeke. Getting up and doing 20 push-ups every day is a
Yeah, when you
discipline.
when you don't it's always that when you don't feel like it, because discipline has to extend beyond like just the superficial feeling of like I don't feel like doing it, so that's when discipline is
Bro,
really real,
I was
you
about
know.
to I was about to jump onto my feet and my boots right there because discipline is proven when you don't want to do it,
Mm.
right?
Yeah,
I
yeah, and
mean,
there's always there's elements of that I think in everyone's in every part of, like, you know, everyone has some sort of procrastinatory like aspect, you know, I think in their life, and sometimes it feels like it's like for a leisure and things like that as well, like um but if there's something that you need to do, I always think that, like, if you at least try and attempt that and make yourself feel like it's as fun as it possibly can when you're doing it, like that's the direction you need to try and head in. Because everything that I feel like is hard, everything that feels like it's something you don't want to do, whether it's even like going to an event or like, you know, something that's you're like, oh, well, I don't really feel like doing that. I always feel like those lend the biggest rewards in like growth for you, you know, as a person. Like every time I've not wanted to do something and just forced myself to do it, um, it may not pay off like there in that moment, but it's a compounding thing. Like life compounds. Very little of like and the amazing things about life happen, you know, in that moment that you make the decision to do it, right? At least with
okay,
things that are,
so
you know, Pasquale, your mic's
we're
still on the mute, by the way,
okay.
just in case.
And
I'm
I
just
want to hear
literally
Adam's
listening, bro. I'm
perspective. Go
soaking
on.
up like a sponge, bro. I'm just
The juices, baby. This is that. This is when
All
you got
right,
the
look,
mince on the slow fry, and you got the tomato
I
pastada
got
in
the
there. It's like
tomato
the mince
soup,
is.
bro. With the
Oh, you're
veggies
making a
with
tomato
wait,
soup.
yo,
tomato soup. Yeah, bro.
I love
No,
cooking with tomato.
I've had fucking cars. I don't know if you're
Oh
familiar.
yeah,
I'm on Anzac Parade, like Little Bay area, bro. I've just got
Maroubra,
hotties
baby.
just fucking flying past.
Oh, the
Yeah, so I took
bumblebee,
it.
all the Decepticons. No, that's all right. You
Yeah,
totally you do what you need to do.
Shia LaBeouf, bro.
Yeah, yo, recently, I don't know,
Transformers.
man.
He
Recently, I've
goes,
been
but
like, he's been down
it's
bad, bro.
always, bro. Stop it.
He's doing
You was talk
something
these
crazy,
names,
bro.
bro. Let's talk names that can matter, bro. Like
Yeah,
I thought, like, you talk the Decepticons, fucking
we
Metatron,
could talk
fucking
relevant names. What
Hepticon,
you know,
fucking
one topic that Pasquale and I were going to touch on actually this episode. We discussed it earlier in the week. We were going to say like, what are some of the best? Okay, with regarding rap albums. Um,
there you go.
what are our
Yeah,
favorite
let's
rap
get stuck
albums?
into this, bro. Before
Ooh,
we
Yeah, yeah,
hip hop.
and
There we go.
and
There we go.
and
Today.
where is the best place? Where's the best? What did we say, Pasquale? Where's the
like
best
not just
environment?
albums, but I guess yeah, and more so yeah, an album or a record.
Yeah, like
What's
where's
the
the
album?
ideal place?
Where are you listening to it? You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. For
like
me, for this,
like
I'm thinking like it's probably like I'm probably in Bushwick, to be honest. I'm gonna say like just I'm gonna be sitting on a park bench like midday, sort of golden hour sunset. I'm gonna be listening to Illmatic. Maybe there's like a
so you
soccer
got to head
game
to
going
Queens,
on.
bro. Surely,
I'm in Queens. Yeah, Queens. Like, I mean, I could be in Queens, but I don't know if I'd be like, I don't know if I'd be accepted
Yeah.
on the park bench in
No,
Queens.
wait. Yo, hold on. Yo, we're talking. Let's
So,
talk music here. No, that's where
so
this is
hold
where
on,
I wanted to
wait,
get
Mike
at
G,
it.
because we're actually discussing this thing. This is this thing, okay? So, okay,
Continue.
you're gonna say like this album, the next album someone else can pick, but like, where is your envision of the perfect place to listen to this album, Pasquale? What
bro.
is it for you?
Bro, Wu Tang Clan, 36
Oh
Chambers,
yeah,
bro.
uh-huh.
Imagine that in the wrestling dojo in or the sumo wrestling dojo in Japan. Imagine that.
Oh,
That would be crazy.
yeah, you're right. I got to get more experimental in Bushwick.
Imagine that, bro.
Okay,
That would be crazy. It's them. We
Wu-Tang.
saw that meme. What was it? And it was like listening to West Side Gun in the Vatican.
Yeah, that's another one that would
Like
be crazy.
walking
Like
through like all the art, you know.
Supreme Blientele in the Vatican. What's what's your okay? What's another album? Mike G. What's like an album, and what's your ideal like location to listen to it in? Where would you pick the album to be listened to?
About to step out. I'm gonna sit down. All right. Before we continue, shout out Nas, man. Shout out Queen's finest. Okay. Shout out Wu Tang, man. Shout out Brooklyn.
Shout out, Woo.
All right. Great album, great artistry, man. Okay.
Man.
All right. If I'm gonna something a little different, let's do something. I got one for you, Zeke.
Where you go?
All right. It's not hip hop, but
Yeah,
they were
if
involved
it's
in
an album,
like.
if it's an
Can be
album,
Well,
It's
we were
music.
talking metalcore, Zeke, the other day
Oh,
with
yeah, yeah,
Biscuit,
yeah.
Fred Durst, and them. All right, ready? The name of the album is. Oh, you're gonna love this, Zeke. The name of the album is called "Break the Cycle."
Oh yeah. By who?
The name of the band is Stained. Stained. Come on, there it is.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't heard this.
Whoa, bro.
Okay, were you gonna are you gonna listen to this like on riding a roller coaster ride?
Ah,
That would
God,
be
it's a
crazy.
roller coaster. So, oh my God,
Probably like
Zeke,
in
bro,
the woods, bro.
I thought last night, man, to just like message you and say something about this album, and there's a
Sure.
reason. The name of this album is called "Break the Cycle" by the band Stained. Lead singer Aaron Lewis. Okay. Very aggressive music, very angry, but very pained music.
Mm.
Their first album called Tormented, right? And then Break the Cycle. So Aaron Lewis was showing the people, the audience, that you can break the cycle. This album has so much passion, man. So for me, I used to listen to this in middle school, initially in high
We're
school,
listening
bro.
to this middle
Right.
school playground, bro.
Middle
Bro,
school playground. No
and
wonder, bro.
he's saying some things that are so real. A
This is
self-fulfilling
pretty cool.
prophecy. Oh,
Maybe I'd listen to this in an aquarium. Just get
bro,
get in that
listened to this
aquarium.
album.
Sure.
I've listened to this album at so many different
Will go
locations.
hard.
When I'm in the area of the aquarium that's black with the jellyfish tank.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
like-
Listening to Planet Frog.
Oh,
In the
planet.
amphibious section.
So
Oh,
before we
yeah.
continue, let's each throw an album before we continue. Zeke, so the reason why this connects, break the cycle. What is or what was to you, Zeke the Kid,
Yeah.
break the cycle? What is break the cycle to you?
Well, okay, we could go on this, but break the cycle. Obviously, for those who don't know the Skazoodle backstory, I started the brand Skazoodle, and it originally was break the cycle because it was something that I identified with that was allowing me to express, and expression when I started was like the equivalent of breaking that cycle. Like, if the cycle in my life was something that was work related, being able to create was breaking that, and I saw that as something that was that I acquainted myself with, and then like other people as well started to resonate. Like other people resonated with that healthy expression in skate culture, especially. So that's where the brand really started. It started with these characters of these spacemen, like repetitively pasted in like a spiral on the back of this t-shirt, the OG t-shirt design, which they're out there in the world. I don't have any left. So out of the hundreds that I had, over 100 people have them and bought them from Glebe Markets. So, it resonated with people. And it was funny because it was the first design. And I'm like, this is it. I'm going to run with this. And people resonated with it and they understood it for what it was. Yeah. So, I mean, that was Break the Cycle. So it's funny that album, because I didn't even know that album was a thing.
Oh, man.
This is crazy. I wonder, I'm going to have to listen to it now and try and see what I can sort of take from that. Might have to find the jellyfish tank area in the aquarium. Italian jellyfish.
Zeke, before we continue, that should be a podcast. Before we continue, since
that wouldn't get anywhere. We'd just be stuck. Everyone would be like, "Hey, before we continue, when do we actually get to continuing?"
Was I a mime in the south of France? But look,
maybe in another life.
Okay, maybe Zeke, man, thank you, bro. And I tell you this when we're personally talking. in conversations, thank you for being you, for being the inspiration that you are, Zeke, the artist that you are, the revolutionary as artists are. Adam, pleasure to meet you, and the same. And I'm looking forward to listen to the production
Yep. Oh, you've
and what
heard
you
some of
do
his stuff?
and what you do. No, I haven't. Go
Well,
ahead.
the music that I've sent you is being produced by the great and the powerful Pasquale.
Stop it! Stop!
You
Yeah.
see?
Oh,
Wait,
your track,
yo,
Zeke. Your
because
track.
Yeah, yeah.
it's
I've
on,
sent him
Yeah.
some of my
bro.
stuff. Yeah,
Stop it.
yeah, yeah.
It's on my channel, bro. It's on my
Like,
YouTube.
ooh, I can't.
You on
Oh,
that shit,
you
bro.
put that white candy out.
Oh, it's not out yet. No, no, no.
No, no, no,
Wait.
no. I gotta
So
do.
wait,
I got a
Zeke, there's
bunch
a
of white.
song. Wait. So you've done production, Adam, for Zeke.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I've got a
We've
bunch of
recorded.
stuff.
We've had multiple sessions. So yeah, we've worked
Okay.
together.
So what's the song, man, that I've done that we've incorporated within the 40 YEAM? Like what is it? Oh wait, I got it in my ears. Wait. It's oh god, get the lyric, Michael. Get the lyric. It's I'm on my own
What's it?
time.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Oh
on
Don't
my
yeah.
call
own
me. Don't
time.
call me. Don't call
There you
me.
go.
Don't call me.
Don't
I'm
call
on my
me. Don't
own
call me. Don't
time.
call
Is
me.
that you?
Yeah.
Wait, stop
Yes.
it. Adam,
Yeah, that's
bro,
the
is that
first
your
Yeah.
one.
production?
Yeah.
That's you?
That's
Stop
I
it.
done all that. Yeah. That's the Kanye. You're on a boat. The sort of one you're rapping about, like jumping off a yacht.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Jump off a boat in the
Wait,
summertime, oceans and
Yeah.
more
Yeah.
in my
Jump on the
spare time,
boat.
and the whole song is really just about escaping in that way.
Yeah.
So it's
Yes.
really,
Sir, that's it. That's one of them.
yeah.
that's so I've incorporated Zeke the Kids. What's the name of the song, Zeke?
I think it's "Don't Call Me."
Don't call me, I'm
Yeah,
on my own
Don't call me.
time.
Yeah.
Wait, so Adam, you produced that?
Did you found that beat? Did you or did
yeah.
I? Yeah, you know he found the beat. I just recorded and engineered.
Okay.
And then I think I mixed. Did I master it?
You did master. I think we've
Yeah,
mastered it. We've done a version of the master. Yeah.
yeah.
Yo, this album on a blimp, on a hot air balloon.
That would
That's
be
the ultimate.
nuts.
I would.
All right.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say this. I'm
I
gonna
don't
say
know.
This album
I'm a,
was made for when homies first put those big fucking subs in the back of their
Yeah.
cars, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
In
So
the
maybe
trunk of the
like,
car. Low end theory. This is the first
yeah.
album to like let's make the fucking bass.
All right. Ultimate listening party for this album is if you brought a bunch of those bass boosted, busted out speakers into the Amazon rainforest and set them up,
Bro.
and then you had played this album. That's the ultimate. Like in the deep in the jungle, you got the trees absorbing the sound. There's like every now and then you hear like an orangutan like, "Woo, woo." And then it's like
all right,
Bro.
you got excursions.
bro.
That's ultimate
Yo.
listening
That was
spot.
crazy.
Yo, look, this is what I love about these conversations is that we touch so many different topics and genres and
Well, this
discussions.
bit is very surface. Like we're just kind of talking about
Yeah.
album and like best
Well,
listening place.
and let's
big,
continue with the
bro.
hip hop. Let's continue with the hip hop. But I'm gonna tell you this: the Amazon. Okay. Nah, 'cause look,
Bro, that's a whole
look.
big thing right there. We got a whole different. There's fish that
Nature.
crawl up
On,
your dick.
chill. Nature. You're talking about culture. Nature. Okay. Plants. Soil. Animals. Nah, bro, I'm a real people
No,
like
I know
you can
you went-
talk this and that at me, but like
This on the bus after getting into a fucking street fight with some bullies, bro. And you're like,
Oh.
but bro,
on the
like
bus
yo,
home,
in like the
like,
truest,
thinking
and like
about what
we're talking about like we're
Did that
talking
happen
about
to
the
you? I feel
truest.
like that was a real thing that happened to you, bro.
Bro, I'm gonna talk it for 120 seconds. So I got 2 minutes on the flat. Look.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I got 2 minutes. I got 2 minutes to talk something. And then
You got that
continue.
timer. It's the timer started.
Go, son.
TikTok. Look. Nature. Okay. Nature. Soil. soil. Listen.
I don't know why it just said soil.
No, Zeke, we always connect it. You restart the
No,
clock.
I got you.
120 seconds. I'm gonna put it right
Oh,
here.
we ain't gonna. Every
We're
time
gonna
I
talk.
laugh,
I'm
it
gonna talk.
resets the
No,
clock. Okay. I'm gonna stay
120
composed.
seconds.
All right,
2
all right.
The
minutes.
timer's
Stay composed. I'll wrap it up in 2 minutes. Ready? Starts now.
No.
You laugh.
Okay.
You laugh.
No.
You laugh like it's hilarious, but I'm
reset.
serious. You laugh,
Oh.
but I'm
Okay.
serious.
Okay. Mike G's
Look.
serious. All right. For real. No. Take it. I'm serious.
2 minutes, 120 seconds. Nature provides for everyone. Water makes up most of the world, makes up most of our bodies. Okay. So when you speak of the Amazon, when you speak of land that has never been touched by people, meaning what? Humans? Those are the extraterrestrial Adam? Come on.
Mm-hmm.
There are certain lands, certain soil that have not been touched by people. They're going to come after me at some point, Zeke.
The
Try me.
Amazon, the tribal.
No, they're good. They're good. No, they're straight with me.
Yeah, they don't have planes. Can't get
They're
out of there.
okay. But here's the point, okay? Back to the point. Nature, bro. People in Mexico, for example, culturally respect the land. People in New Mexico, in the United States, love and respect the land, the soil, the plants, the water. People in Japan, indigenous, so we're speaking indigenous peoples who respect and love and honor the land. And when everyone gets so convoluted about their salaries and their reputations and their cars and whatever they got to show off and their wardrobe, we have to all remember that there is a truth where nature wins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Someone's multi-million-dollar house might not be a home. No one might be even in there ever. But it's worth, their house is $100 million, whatever, can be wiped away by a flood
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like that.
Okay.
Thus, nature wins. There's the point. Nature wins.
Okay.
Because the money don't mean nothing.
I think we
The money.
we went overtime. But nature wins. I don't know, Mike G. I don't think that you quite understood the what we were talking about with the album.
assignment.
He went into
No,
a
but
huge
no,
side
valid
thing, but
points, bro. I
totally.
100% agree with those points.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm sort of like
I fuck with that philosophy and understanding. But
I
yeah,
think it's the
I
ultimate
agree.
truth.
we're on
So
a,
I start getting on very esoteric, very existential concepts.
If we're like all
Um,
riding bikes,
he had
you like
Brazilian
sticking.
jungle. And
you stuck the stick in the spokes. Yeah, you did that.
I
We did.
mean,
Have you heard, speaking of Mexican though, when we touched on Mexican, this Hispanic artist as well. I don't know if you heard this album, but like this is we're judging from the album cover. Ramirez, he's got the player's manual. He's released some new things, but I feel like this was like this was kind of like a peak. Well, when I first was introduced to him, and
I
where,
got him.
where you gonna listen to this?
yo,
Where am I going to listen? Just off the cover?
Off the cover, I guess. You know, it's got that like low rider kind of like.
Bro, you got a low rider going down fucking Crenshaw. You're in the hood, bro.
Yeah, you might not make it out of there with jamming to this. They were like, "Hey, Essa, you think you gangster?"
No, I gotta give this a listen, bro. I tell you what, I'm gonna give this a listen in the kitchen while I'm cooking, bro.
Yeah, it's actually
Maybe
a
I might
good kitchen.
Busting up some fajitas or something, bro.
Yeah,
I'll throw this on.
No, even with the Italian, you got the Italian Hispanic mix.
Crazy.
All right, Planet Frog. You said before, where's the ideal spot?
Bro, I think you nailed it, bro. The aquarium in the amphibian.
Yeah, the reptile
bro.
area.
Dark and it's like glow in the dark jellyfish in that.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, Shout out Action Bronson, man.
Shout
Came
out.
back with a banger. I mean,
Hey, I had another thing, bro.
what do you think?
Fucking imagine just like Freddie Gibbs just anywhere, like in
Anywhere.
Japan,
Oh
anywhere
yeah.
in Japan,
Did you
just
listen to
like
Freddie
eating
Gibbs in
sushi.
Japan?
No, I didn't. That would have been dope.
Oh. He
I
goes
think,
to Japan often, bro. He was like
yeah.
training to become a samurai or something.
I tell you what, I have listened to. Bro, I was in Venice Beach
Oh yeah.
in California, and I was listening to Good Kid, Mad City.
Oh yeah, that's a great place to listen to that.
Bro, that was pretty dope.
I think for me as well, like it's got to be in. I got to be in LA. Like you got to be in LA. But I was when I
Bro,
bought
you're on
this
the
bike.
boulevard, bro, and you got those
Yeah,
like those trees, the fucking
the palms.
the palm trees. Yeah,
You got those palms. For me, it's like headphones in, and like I'm riding down Santa Cruz.
yeah, bro.
I'm
Skateboarding,
riding down Santa Monica
bro.
Pier on the
Bro,
bike.
hey, I actually did that. I rented a like a longboard.
Oh
I'll send
yeah,
you some photos, bro.
yeah.
was
Rode that path that goes from like the
Yeah, I was just cruising down, bro.
yeah.
I
That
did.
was a really fun like little moment. I feel like it was so expansive, bro. Like GTA Vice City, like when you go to the beach area in that game,
Yeah,
that is really what it was like. Just flat,
yeah.
and then at the end you got the skate park, and I went to the skate park there, and it was really
Oh,
dope.
dope.
There was a
No,
Yeah,
bunch of
wait.
people
and they
hitting
got the
lines.
On topics. The skate park where? You mean Venice Beach?
Yeah,
Venice,
Venice Beach
Venice
skate
Beach, yeah.
park.
And
Yeah,
then
Shout
they got
out.
like the gym and shit, the outdoor gym.
yeah. That was great.
Dude,
But
in like,
they gentrified that now. You got to pay to use it. I feel like back in the day it was like if you're a bodybuilder and you look like Arnold, you could just go in there and
yeah,
use it. Because but
No, but
nowadays,
it still is. It still is. So shout out my people in Venice Beach.
yeah.
That's a whole different like conversation. There's a lot of artistry there. There's a lot of culture there. There's a lot of influx of, would you say, gentrification.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked these topics, bro. What did you give me in California, Z? You gave me something in Los Angeles. What was it? I bought it from you. He laughed.
I was like, but I can't remember.
I
Cold and
bought something from you. What was it?
cold and flu. No, it was like what
The
did you give
bike.
me? Like
No, Zeke, talk about the bike.
Oh yeah, I did. I gave you the okay. Yeah, so I was in LA, and I'm like, I got to get around. I got to get around LA because I can't use a bus because catching the buses, if anyone doesn't know, if you've ever tried to catch a bus around LA, you end up waiting like half of the day for this bus. So I'm like, this isn't going to work. I need to buy a bike. So bought this one gear, just this classic beach city cruiser bike. Big handlebars, little bell, little cup holder that I could jam the phone into as like a phone holder. But yeah, when I left, I was like, Mike.G, bro, I need to, I need to give you this bike. It needs to be handed down. It's like a good lightsaber. Needs to go to the next best Jedi. And so
That bike, Ziggy, bro, that bike means a lot to me.
and it had a
That's why,
sticker on it as well.
also means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Who was on the sticker?
Who was the sticker, bro? Because I
Zeke?
found this sticker, right?
No, wait. You found the sticker.
Yeah.
Bro, it gets comment. Zeke, bro, I thought of this recently.
Yeah.
You told me later, like months later, that you put that sticker on that bike.
Yeah.
You did. Whose image? Whose pictures on that?
Bro, what
Who was it?
Was it Britney Spears?
Hit me, baby, one more time. It was Britney.
Yeah. Shout out Britney, baby. Yeah, it
Shout out
was
Britney.
the
Shout
sticker
out
of
Britney,
Britney
too.
Spears. It was just
Yeah.
hilarious.
I just found this video, bro, that I need you to check out. Actually,
Oh yeah. Send me
you guys
the
keep
link.
talking. You guys keep talking. Anyway, yeah.
Well, yeah. This bike, I
Shout
guess,
out
was.
Britney Spears.
But yeah, shout out Britney Spears, an original tastemaker, and then all these female artists just copied her.
Ah.
Yeah,
Shut up, Rick.
there's nuances to her performance that other female actors saw as like just a trend setting. Just her aura alone, I feel like that the moments where she just stand, were very like Michael Jackson esque, where she just stand and then lurch into like a performance. What do we got? Pasquale, you sent me the
Yeah,
link.
yeah, bro. So just before I leave, because I got a jet
Mm-hmm,
in like 5 minutes, but
mm-hmm,
we were talking about where you would listen to particular music, like what album you'd listen to a particular
mm-hmm.
spot. Bro, thought made me think of this video, bro. This video when I was in high school, bro, meant so much to me. But I fucking love this. This is like a big inspiration for me. Anyway, dude goes around New York and puts up like lyrics from rap songs, bro,
Yeah,
on the
as street signs.
street signs where they happen, like
Yeah.
where like where the area that the rapper's
Oh,
quoting.
and he's got the little like
Yeah, or like so they like one of the biggest ones would be Big L when he's like, on the corner of Lennox Ave, there's a big park, and if you're soft, don't go through it when it gets dark. Like you know what I mean.
yeah.
So on that corner, they put up
Yeah,
the
I
sign.
love that about it as well. Again, like New York has this thing where it's like each street, like the streets and the blocks became characters inside of these characters, like Big Daddy Kane, crazy, between Lafayette and Van Buren, you know? So
Yeah,
it's like
150 Lewis Ave
that was
between
back in the days of hanging on
So that's where
Bed-Stuy as
it is.
well.
Bro, you know?
These iconic places, and I mean, like, you definitely feel that energy just like walking. Like, you just go for a walk through the streets, you're just like, there is just, I mean, Malcolm X Boulevard, like, there's such rich culture just like going for a simple walk. This is great. This is such a crazy thing. I wonder how long the signs stayed up there for. How
Well,
long?
if you go watch it in your own time with the sound and
Yeah,
everything, and he's like, when he cuts to him in the car driving around, he's like, I expect these to stay up for like, a good day. He's like, I could put it up, and
right.
30 seconds later,
Yeah, yeah,
some Big L fan could walk around the corner and be
yeah.
like, yeah, I'm taking this.
Yeah, hip hop fans are relentless, dog. Anything that
Yeah,
has anything to do with like, if it's like a Big L fan, like they're gonna just like swoop that up, especially with,
yeah,
I mean, the quality that he's put into the design as well.
no, literally, yeah,
Um, so, well,
Yeah.
anyway, I mean, I think this is a good point, a good stopping point to end this little journey, our little escapade here on a beautiful Sunday on the most inspired podcast on planet
yeah.
Earth out here, joined by
Blessed
none
day.
other than Pasquale the Great and Mike.G in the place to be. You guys want to leave? You guys want to leave the world with anything from this episode? Like, what do you want? Closing remarks, Pasquale?
Yeah. I just want to say thank you, Zeke. Good, always good to cut it with you, bro. Talk.
Always.
Nice to meet you, Mike, as well. Both of y'all stay blessed. Everyone out there, stay blessed.
Mm-hmm. To the
Live
people.
with love, peace. And yeah, thanks for having us on. Talk soon.
Blessings.
Yeah,
Mike G,
peace,
what you
boys.
want to leave the people with? Pasquale, thank you, bro.
Since we last spoke, until we next speak, next, to echo, thank you, Zeke the Kid. Thank you to the platform of Since We Last Spoke podcast. Thank you to Adam, and also a pleasure to meet you. And I'm more than excited for Sydney. Thank you.
Right.
Bless the people who do right. Bless the righteous. Bless the artists, man. If I got a shout out, man, shout out for EYEAM, self, and may peace be the answer.
Yeah, I love that. You know what it is, people. I've been joined by two great creatives, always Sundays, tastemakers, artists, all the great talent, all the great people, the great minds that make things happen. Thank you for joining us. I'm your host, Zeke the Kid, as always. Mike G and Pasquale in the place to be. All right, people, do good. Try your best. Just do your best. All right, just be nice.
Bro, 90% is just showing up, bro.
That's it. Get there, show up. The rest of the 10% is the skill and the practice that you put in. So don't forget that 10%, all right? That shit's important. Put that practice in. Stay committed. Stay healthy. Do your push-ups. And maybe a few crunches. Throw a few crunches in there. All right, people.
Bless. Peace. Yeah.